Traci Fant.
Live in the studio. My bad. Sorry. Let me start over. My bad. All right. Shout out to Kobe Beats for that hot intro, and welcome to Real Talk with Traci Fant. Today's show is going to be epic. Live in the studio, we have Ricky Prince, Jacqueline Freeman, Onisha Edens, and Al Harris. And also we have a guest that's going to be here for a moment to talk to us about black unity, basically, Minister Muhammad. We're going to actually talk about this next week, but he's here just to basically touch on, some of the details of next week's show. Welcome, Mr. Muhammad, Minister Muhammad.
Thank you, Sister Traci. I am honored beyond words for you allowing me to be on your show.
Oh, yeah, it's a pleasure. And so, I'm sorry about the conflict, the scheduling conflict and everything. It's okay. But this is a topic that we really need to talk about.
Yeah.
Black unity,
us
working together as a people.
That's
and also getting out of oppression, correct?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. First, I'd just like to say that I am Minister William Muhammad. I am the upstate representative of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We're located at 1622 East North Street. Our meetings on Sunday at 11, and everybody's welcome. Secondly, I'd just like to say to you, Sister Traci, last week we were in a meeting, and sometimes we don't play well with each other as a people. This is as a result of self-hatred, slave mentality, and Willie Lynch. But you handled it so well. I saw you at the end of the meeting extend your hand to the person whom there was a conflict with. And I thought that was very beautiful and very admirable of you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
That's how I was taught.
Yes,
even we have a disagreement, at the end of the day, we still have to get along, especially as leaders and community leaders. And we're all, in essence, viewed as community leaders.
Right.
So if we're in a meeting and it's 100 people there, and they see that the leaders can't get along, then how do we expect them to follow our lead?
We can't.
Exactly. And so, that was a very frustrating time for me. And I appreciate you for commending me on that.
Yes,
but it was hurtful as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Because,
of course.
I view that person as an older leader.
Right.
And I'm kind of like, as a young black community leader, we're basically feeling our way around.
That's right.
We're basically trying to figure out what to do, what's next. And so we're mocking basically what Dr. King did and what Malcolm X did and those leaders like that. So again, I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. And you already know, but you all represent our future leadership, our current and future leadership. And we who have been on point for a while need to be doing everything that we can do to help you all to see what we saw and to take it to the next level. I wanted to say also that I am currently the chairperson for a newly formed old organization, Black United Front, here in Greenville, South Carolina. And the purpose for that is based on our talk next week, which is Black Unity. The leaders, we have problems with each other. We have to understand that there's jealousy and envy involved, but we as leaders must understand that if we're not united, the people cannot be united.
Exactly. Well, I look forward to having that conversation next week.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for being in the studio today.
Thank
with the
you.
Introduction. And Julie, did you have anything? Did you have anything you wanted to add?
In your organization, how many people do you have here in the local area? I mean, you have a big group or?
Well, if I may be elusive by saying those who say don't know and those who know don't say.
All right.
It's like one of them secret underground. That's what's up. All right. Well, thank you so much, Minister, for stopping by, and I look forward to continuing this conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
Next week, hopefully we get a nice group of community leaders in.
I pray.
And thank you so much. Thanks for being on Real Talk with Traci Fant. That's Real Talk.
Thank you. God bless. peace and respect. Peace and respect. Peace and respect. All I ask of you is peace and respect. Peace and respect. Peace and respect. All I ask of you is peace and respect. Peace and respect. Peace and respect. All I ask of you is peace and respect. Peace and respect. The respect. All I ask of you, my brother, my sister.
All right, that song was Peace and Respect by Ricky Prince. And my first official guest, is an artist and entrepreneur with a fragrance line, tennis shoes, alcoholic beverage. He writes, he raps, he produces his own music and videos, as well as music and videos for others. And he just became a dad. Congratulations on that. Welcome to the show, Mr. Ricky Prince. What's up, Ricky?
What's going on with you?
How you doing?
I'm doing real good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Welcome back to our special recap show.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first guest, they kind of threw me off because, you know, I wanted to put him on just so he could announce what was going on next week. So we had a little rough start, but
I feel you.
Hey, I'm happy to have you here again.
I'm happy to be here.
So tell me what's going on with your baby. First of all, what's her name? And congrats again on that. How much does she weigh and all that good stuff?
Her name is Valentina Isarae Prince.
All right.
And she weighed 8'2".
Wow, she was a big baby.
Oh, yeah, long.
Yeah, I saw her last night. She was kind of drunk, like milk drunk or whatever. I was laughing, you know. I love the pictures that you post of her and everything.
Appreciate it. It's a beautiful experience.
I bet. So how's everything been going since you last been on the show?
Everything been going real good. You know, I've been focused more on the business side of things and getting prepared for my baby girl.
Yeah.
And she was keeping me pretty busy, so. But everything been real good. You know, I just released a new project too, new CD.
Right. Oh yeah, you always releasing something new. So what's the title of your new project and what can I expect? You know what I'm saying, when I hear the new project by the infamous Ricky Prince.
And you know I got you.
He always got me one. Entrepreneur King.
Entrepreneur Gang.
That's what's up. And that's true because you are an entrepreneur.
I'm just basically trying to, you know, set a trend for all the bosses, but in a more professional way.
Right.
Especially coming out the hood, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we gotta pay more attention to the positive and business side of things, being black men coming up these days.
Oh yeah, you're doing good. You're setting a strong example.
Oh,
you know, for the other artists and everything in the industry, showing them that you don't have to just do one thing.
Right.
You know, to make money or to improve your hustle.
Exactly.
Or to strengthen your hustle. Your hustle is strong.
Yeah, it's a struggle, but hey, it's necessary.
Man, I never saw anybody, well, I take that back, maybe a couple of people, but not too many with a tennis shoe. Man, that cracked me up when I saw that tennis shoe. I was like, what?
I've been trying to figure out how to do that since 9th grade.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask about the tennis shoes now. What kind of tennis shoes are they? Are they like the Kanye West? Am I going to be able to afford your shoe? I mean...
Oh, yeah, they cheap now. They $25, but it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
They're real nice.
It's a basketball shoe.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like to shoot basketball, too. That's what I started out doing.
So is it just high top, right?
Well, mid-top.
With your signature on it?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what's up. That's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you, like, what made you decide, you know, I'm going to get a tennis shoe? Because I think the last time we spoke, you had the fragrance.
Right.
But now, you know, you got the tennis shoe and then also the Zodiac Freak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what gave you those ideas? What inspired you, basically?
Well, I've always had the ideas, but, you know, I'm going to school right now for business management. Okay. So the more classes I take, the more influenced I become. So I start wanting to put the things that I learned into motion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's deep because, you know, a lot of times people go to school and everything and they just go just to go.
Right.
You know, they become those types. Basically, it becomes their job just to go to school.
Professional student.
Yeah, that's right. And so it's good you're taking something away from that. I think it's very important and very smart, especially if you're in the business, the field of business.
Right.
You know, to get yourself into, because it's not for everybody.
Right. Yeah, you're right about that.
But once you discover, and that's what I told my oldest son, once you discover that you don't have the ability to work for someone else, you need to find out what you're good at and, you know, work for yourself.
Right.
Because who's there to stop you?
You're right.
Nobody but you, right?
You're right. That's it.
That's what I say all the time. You know what I'm saying? So go for it. So how could somebody buy your product?
I got the RickyPrince.com site coming up officially in February. But right now, they just got to hit me up on Facebook, run into me in the streets, word of mouth to somebody that know me.
I know that's right.
I mean, I'm just keeping it 100 right now.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention about your book. You're an author as well.
Oh, yeah.
How did the book go? How did that go?
The book going real good, but I kind of jumped out there this first time around, and it ain't cheap. You know, it's pretty expensive. So to keep it going, you got to put that money out there, and I got my hands in so many different things. So I'm still pushing the book. Yeah. I just got to wait to jump back on a little later.
But which was more expensive, the book or the shoe?
The book.
Really?
Yeah. The shoe was cheaper because of the wholesale.
Well, that's what they say about those Jordans. It only costs just a little bit to make Jordans, but then you go out and spend, what, 150,
I
70?
got some shoes that look just like Jordan and got my name put on for the low. Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay.
That's that deal they got over there in China.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay. All right. Shout out to the people in China.
Yeah.
Hey, so what about your liquor, like your alcohol? Was that expensive to make, or because you got basically different drinks for different zodiac signs, right? That's the whole thing.
The only thing that's expensive is the base drink, which I can't reveal.
All right,
but that's the only thing. But other than that, the labels, the bottles, wholesale.
Now, is that the Zodiac Freak that you talked about?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's like different zodiac signs.
Right.
You know,
I got the opposites.
Yeah, like what signs do you have? So you got Gemini,
Taurus,
right?
Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, and can't even think.
Well, they can look it up.
Yeah, but I got the opposites.
You don't have Libra yet, though, do you?
Nah, not yet. They come in with Aries. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. I'm not a drinker, but if you come out with Libra, I'm gonna have to taste it, see if it fits. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people trying to wait they sign come out, so I understand.
Yeah, because I saw somebody put it on Facebook. They was like, "You got that Taurus yet?" And it was like, "No, that's coming up next." Or something.
Yeah.
And I said, "Wow."
But I had to bring 2 out at a time, to kind of 6 flavors because I already got 2 originals.
Okay.
So that's why people always ask me why I be putting just 2 zodiac signs together.
Okay, that's cool. Do you watch interviews of other artists? Because Kobe had mentioned earlier the interview with David Banner, and basically he was talking about basically unity and the problem with us, as a people. Do you check out stuff like that? I think it was on Sway in the Morning. Was that what it was on, Kobe?
Yeah, that's what
it was.
I don't really go looking for it. Somebody be like, yo, you need to check out this interview. But I do stumble across a lot of stuff on YouTube because I'm always on YouTube checking out stuff. So I will, if I see something in the first couple of minutes, I get intrigued by it, I will check it out.
Yeah, you kind of remind me of him in a way. Mm-hmm. He kind of found his way around different things, because he was just known for 1 or 2 songs.
Right.
Now he's like a national spokesperson for you guys, basically.
Shout out to David Banner.
Oh yeah, 'cause he makes a lot of sense too. Mm-hmm. Him and J. Cole.
Yeah,
J. Cole, he really has a lot of knowledge as well.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he says, I'm like, I thought about that, but sometimes it sounds better when you hear somebody else say it.
Yeah, that's true.
You so what's coming up next?
A movie, well, actually 2 movies. I got a movie that I'm working on because I'm trying to get into films too. One movie called Intentions and another one called The Passion of Christ, the hood version.
Oh wow, that's gonna be funny, right? That's gonna be a trip. Is it comedy or is it serious?
Well, actually, we came up with this idea before the Black Jesus series that they got out now, and that's based around comedy. But it's not gonna be comedy. It's gonna be serious. Okay. But we want to just show it from a black perspective.
And you're not new to the camera. Because when you first came in here, you were doing your sitcom.
Right.
So what's going on with that? Are you going to revamp that? Or?
Yeah, we starting the sitcom back up in March, but we need new characters.
Okay. Yeah. So like you need, Trey just handed him the card, you know what I'm saying? He was smooth with it and everything. He was here's my card. Ready. I'm an actor.
I forgot you was an actor. We need you.
Oh, yeah. He's an actor. I'm telling you, he can play. He'll cry on point there. I can punch him right now in the neck and he'll just cry.
You know
what I'm saying? So, he's a great actor. He's been acting since he was 3. I tell people now, not really. He probably didn't realize he was an actor. Right. But yeah, he had it in him because when he was 3, boy, he used to fall out and be like, "Don't beat me," People were like, "Man, people, man, he must really get beat at home."
Right.
So but yeah.
Hey, that's what's up,
what can someone do if they want to be a part of your video, your movie? What either one, your TV show or your movie or anything?
Hit me up on Facebook, Ricky Prince. Just hit me up on Facebook, inbox me, post on my wall, or like I said, just holler at somebody that that know me, even Traci.
Is that simple?
It's just that simple. Just holler at me.
I
know I can't be everywhere in one place. I mean, at one time, my bad.
If you ever get a good role, I'll probably come up in there, But I ain't gonna be no crackhead mama, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be. I don't know. I want to be somebody inspirational. Like you come and talk to you having a problem. I'd be like, well,
we need them roles
just like real life. When you have an issue, I'd be like, well, Ricky, just chill.
Yeah. We need
all
them roles.
My advice is limited, But hey, Ricky, on this show we give shout outs. So go ahead and give us some of those. Hey, you got anything you want to say first?
Nah, just keep y'all eyes and y'all ears out for the next Zodiac Freak, which come out in a week. The Capricorn and Cancer version, Smoke and Smash.
All right. So on this show we do shout outs. Go ahead and give us some shout outs.
First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the creator. I want to give a shout out to Traci Fant for having me on the show. And I want to give a shout out to my little baby girl, Valentina, aka Lil Hot Sauce. Daddy love you.
Hey, don't forget to shout out your baby mama now.
Hey,
Without her,
well, she more than a baby mama, but I know what you're saying. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ashley, aka Lumbee. Love you.
All right, that's what's up. And thank you so much for being on Real Talk with Traci Fant, and that's Real Talk.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. My next guest is known in the community as Miss Traci Lynn Jury. She has sold her merchandise in several venues and events and is now aiming to once again be in the top 10 of sellers in her industry. Please welcome the beautiful Miss Jacqueline Freeman. What's up, Jacqueline?
What's up,
How
Traci?
you doing?
I'm good.
That's what's up. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
So, tell us what's changed, what's stayed the same. I mean, what are your goals for 2015?
My goal is to keep empowering people. Actually, as excited as I am today, I may have another consultant signing up as we speak.
Really?
So, yeah, Traci Lynn is still on the move.
Wow, that's cool. So, what comes along with that? Like, if somebody wants to be a consultant, are they, like, do you stay on their backs about it? I mean, what do they have to do? What's their responsibility to you?
It's my job to train you and sow into you whatever it was sown into me. It's not my job to motivate you because I'm looking for people that are already motivated. I'm looking for people that want to go where I want to go.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So basically, they have to say, you know what? Because me, I'm not selling. It's just not me. I don't like when people tell me no on a constant basis or whatever. So, I don't know if I'll be a good salesperson. So what does it take? Like, what keeps you motivated?
I think you would be a good, salesperson because really salespeople come with more than just sharing the jewelry. I mean, I'm a salesperson. You're a salesperson when you wear it. I mean, the jewelry sells itself.
Speaks for itself, yeah.
Yeah, it speaks for itself. So, really, this business is real easy.
How did you get started?
I got started because a friend of mine just signed me up. She said, I know you'll do good. Went through a hard time at that moment. She said she didn't really give me an option. She said, I know you'll do good. And long story short, she's not in the business anymore, but I'm still standing.
But she went through a hard time, or you went through a hard time?
I went through a hard time.
Okay, so Traci Lynn not only is something that not only a jewelry business to you, but it's also another source of income as well, right?
Definitely. Just last weekend, effortlessly, I made $400 in 2 days.
Wow.
So you can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that at all. So what's your goal, though? I mean, how many more consultants would you like to sign up under you this year? Unlimited?
Unlimited. I don't stop because the thing about it is the more consultants you sign up, the higher you move up. So you have to keep consulting. You have to keep signing up consultants because sooner or later they branch off until they're still part of your team, but they still branch off. So you have to continuously, share the business, really. That's what it's all about, is sharing the business.
Wow, so is it sort of like, it's not like the pyramid thing, but you do have people that work under you, and the more work they do, well, I guess the more work you still have to do, right? Because you typically motivate them as well, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, you can't have consultants working under you and then you just lay back and chill. Or is that the goal? You know what I'm saying? Like, is the goal, like, one day, like Dr. Lynn, like, she can just go on cruises and everything, right?
The goal is one day to pour into them what was poured into me, and hopefully to see them explode the way I want them to. And then at that point, I will never just sit back and chill, because again, I will still keep sharing my business. I mean, that's the goal, is to continuously share the business. I hope one day to get a lot of younger girls. I want to mentor a lot of younger girls, because really going out in the marketplace and working, that's all fine and good. But now that I know, in which we as a people, it's been a long time coming to realize you don't always have to go out and work for somebody else. You can work for yourself.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I'm learning that as we speak, day by day. You know, it gets harder and harder to go to work when you realize what your passion is.
It is.
When you start really living your dream, you get tired of, building someone else's, basically. And so, I trust me, I know exactly what you mean. Did you always see yourself as a salesperson?
I've always been a jewelry person. I've always loved jewelry. I mean, even from high school, I mean, I could go out in a pair of sweats, but as long as I had my hair done and my jewelry on, I was good to go.
Oh, so it sounds like me. As long as I have on my hat and some jewelry, I'm straight.
Exactly. So, I'm loving my business, and, you guys just send them to me. If you know anybody that, you think that might be good at selling or good at just looking fabulous, because like I said, the jewelry sells itself.
All right. So, what would you say to someone that came to you and said, I'm not as confident as a seller. I'm not confident in this industry, but I want to try my hand at it. Mm-hmm. Is there a contract? Is there something that holds them to this, or can they try it and say, this doesn't work for me?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, you can try it and say it doesn't work for you. But I will tell you, when I first started, I wasn't one to speak. Mm-hmm. I was the servant, really. I'll help you. I'm the first one there. I'll help you get set up. But don't ask me to speak to anybody. Now I'll speak to anybody that breathes.
Wow. I couldn't imagine you not speaking. Can you imagine that, Julie?
I can't imagine that.
Because ever since I've known her, she's what?
That's that side nobody sees.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, that's a secret side.
It is a secret side.
But you really have to be passionate about what you're doing in order to work on your own. And just like with Ricky Prince, all the things that he comes up with, like on a daily basis, I'm always watching him and I'm like, wow, he's still doing it. And it's not, and I hate when people say that person's doing too much. How can you be doing too much? Sometimes we may be doing a lot, but we're still not doing enough.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shout out to you for even being willing to and able to approach people with your jewelry and to do what you're doing. I mean, like I say, it's hard being on top and staying on top, right?
It is.
And so last year, how did it go for you?
And sometimes you drop. Last year was real hard for me. I went through a hard time with some personal things, and thanks to my friends and family for not letting me, I for a minute. But, thanks to you and Yawanda and, my friends and family that didn't let me lay there. But I'm back up and I'm at it again.
I know that's right.
Like I said, I made one phone call, and I think she's signing up today. She told me to send the paperwork last night. So 11 o'clock, I'm on my laptop, sending my paperwork.
Wow. And I see you in your business calls and everything. You be all serious. I'm a jokester, so I'm always cracking jokes and playing. And you just like, don't listen.
Look,
that's just
I'm in the zone.
I'm on the phone. I'm busy. But, just like you said, though, you came back. Because that's life.
That's
what I'm saying? Life will knock you down. Life will take you on all different types of routes and roller coasters and everything. But the whole thing is coming back.
That's
how you come back from it.
That's right.
And that's what I tell my kids. It's not every day is not going to be sunny. I mean, look outside today. It's rainy. It's stormy. Some people didn't even feel motivated enough to get out of the bed today. But I always know that there's tomorrow, and there's a hope for a new tomorrow, and a hope that things will get better.
Absolutely.
And that's what I always look forward to.
Absolutely.
And so, congratulations on you and your strength to persevere.
Thank you.
Basically, Trey, give her an applause for that. Boy, you just got awesome.
And the best is yet to come. That's all I can say.
And that's what's up. The best is yet to come. So if somebody wants to get involved with Traci Lynn Jewelry, if somebody wants to sell jewelry, or if they just want to talk to you for some motivation, what do they need to do?
Feel free to give me a call on my cell phone, 864-346-2100. You can hit me up on Facebook. It is my name, Jacqueline Freeman, and that's JACQUELINE. Jacqueline spelled a lot of ways. So, hit me up. I can let you know my website is on my on my Facebook page and everything.
And it's just that simple.
It's just that simple.
Just hit you up and you'll talk to them, you motivate them, You try to get them signed up to be a Traci Lynn rep, and even if they want to right now, it still may be something that they need to know about.
That's
because
right.
I truly believe in paying it forward and touching somebody, even if you're just touching their heart.
Absolutely.
But this is a great way, you guys, to make a little money on the side, or a lot of money on the side, depending on your grind.
That's right. That's right. Like I said, I've never been in a position where I could make $100, $200 in an hour.
Not legally, anyway.
Not legally.
I can think of 4 different things.
I can think about 10, but
But congrats on your legal hustle.
that's right.
We're not going to talk about the illegal hustle.
We're not going to talk about the illegal hustle. We're still planning to take the bank, but still.
Exactly. We're going to set it off one day. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're going to get caught.
No.
Probably Julie.
You might get caught.
I ain't get caught. She going to be like, Traci, which way we going? You know what, Julie?
We know where to have her. We need you around the corner. You crazy. Be around the corner right there.
But hey, you got any shout outs? Because on this show we give major shout outs. So go ahead with your shout outs.
I do. My shout out is first and foremost to God for keeping me and continuing to be my leader. Shout out to Traci and Yawanda and Julie and, my mom and my sisters and everyone that just keeps me going, especially my sons. I love them dearly.
All right. And shout out to you as well for keeping your mind up. 2015 is our year. Shout out to Ricky Prince. He's still sitting out there listening. 2015 is our year. I'm telling you, it's that time.
It is.
So let's get
it. To come. That's right.
That's right. Thank you for being on Real Talk with Traci Fant, and that's Real Talk.
You're welcome.
Fury has an awesome new user-friendly mobile website that is designed to help folks better understand Obamacare and impacts them. The website is thehealthinsurancesource.com. It's really easy and allows folks to see all the plans quickly and easily, and even pull down a subsidy which lowers your monthly costs from the government if you're eligible for it. And if you see a plan that you like, you can apply right online at thehealthcare.gov.
All right, like she said, Guy Fury, man, he's a great guy. He's a great guy, and he's advertised on this show. And I would like to tell people out there that's tagging me on Facebook with a lot of events that you're doing and a lot of posting, man, invest in me. You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself. Buy an ad with Real Talk with Traci Fant. They're affordable. I mean, I can say it's really cheap. And we can get the message out there without you tagging me 50 million times on the same flyer. So come on now, invest in me and I will invest in you. And I'll also have you on the show to talk about your event. But let's work together in 2015.
This is a journey into sound.
You will never be the same. You will never be the same. I'm healing you. You will never be the same. I'm feeling you. I'm preparing you. I'm preparing you. You will never make all things new. You will never be the same. I'm healing you. You will never be the same.
All right, that was the introduction to a song called Never Be the Same by Brian Wright Twice Cornelius from Hollywood, Florida. He sent his music in to be played on this show. Hey, I appreciate you, Brian. And now my next guest is a comedian. She's an actress, a motivational speaker, and an inspiration to many, including myself. Please welcome the lovely Miss Onisha Edens, a.k.a. the lovely Big O. What's up, O?
Hey, Traci.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to 2015.
Yes.
So I hear you got something going on today, something very spectacular. The world must have stood still on this day because what happened?
I think they did. I was burned, honey. I was burned.
Happy born day.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And what a pleasure it is to have you in here on my show on your birthday.
I know. I was excited too. I woke
Who knew?
up. I know. Who knew? When you asked me, I was like, "What? Turn up on Traci's show on my birthday?"
Right, I didn't even know. I hope she can still make it.
Yes.
When I saw happy birthdays on your Facebook.
Yeah, I was at home trying to recover. You know, me and Baby G's had a little talk this morning. We just got things moving.
Y'all went out of town, right?
Yeah, we went. Well, it's another friend. It's a bunch of my team that are having a birthday. So we went to her birthday. She had a Charlotte gathering. And so today we're going to turn up at Dave and Buster's at 6 o'clock. So y'all come on out there for my birthday.
Was it? Did you all have fun? Was it fun?
Yes. She had a party bus. It was quite bougie.
I bet.
And yeah, you know. So,
party buses are usually bougie until you get drunk.
Well, I had water because I've never tasted alcohol. So
really?
I've never tasted alcohol. So I am your city punch all day. Turn up water.
So you're basically the designated driver at all times.
Right. At all times, they let the Lord use me. But sometimes I want to be chauffeured.
I know that's right.
Right.
So 2014 was a great year for you.
A wonderful year.
I saw you back-to-back shows and just everything happened.
Yes.
How did it make you feel to get all the love from the community and businesses and everyone that supported you?
I tell you, the upstate, I don't care what people say. When they say they don't support you, it's not true. They really do support you. They back you 110%. We can use a little bit more support when you're a local artist trying to make it. But, I have had a wonderful year. I really enjoy comedy. I really love making people laugh. And it has just been an outpouring of a blessing. I really love it.
Wow, that's awesome. And so, how did you get started? For the people that are just now tuning in and listening, maybe the first time hearing about you, or
actually, I was a choir director. I didn't have the drive to do comedy, but what happened was I ran into another comedian by the name of St. Vic at the time, and a good friend of ours put me together. It was just like, you really need to go on stage. And the church that I attend to, he preached a sermon about we all play the body of Christ, and he actually pointed it out. He said, you are not walking in your calling. You are the joy of the Lord, and I need you to exercise in it. And when I tell you I did, so that's what I did. That's how I became. And it's been, 8 years and counting.
That's cool. Well, speaking of St. Vic, you all got a show coming up, correct?
Well, we had a show coming up that was going to be in December, but he's actually trying to kind of moving it until I think March maybe that's going to take place. I have other shows that are coming in January and February as well.
I almost have them confused. I thought I saw him on the flyer for February 14th.
February the 15th is, I think it's the 14th. It's with Akatunde.
Oh, that's
I will be hosting that one at the Marriott.
Okay. That's Kenya's event. Kenyon Gregg's event.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lomax's? Okay, that's
It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be at the Marriott, the bougie hotel. Aren't you excited? I know, and I'm going to be hosting it.
She's going to be contacting you.
Okay, well, that's what's up there.
Lomax, you hear that? Get on here. Quit playing in these streets. Advertising.
She's doing that fast tax stuff right now.
Is that what she does do that.
Tax stuff, and then Greg, he's trying to help felons get jobs thing.
Oh, so that's awesome. See, that's great community work, but I'm excited. When they contacted me, I was all for it. So I can't wait. And I love Akatunde.
I'm excited for you also, and I'm going to make sure wait a minute, what day is that? Saturday?
It's a Saturday.
Valentine's
I
Day.
should be able to make it because Jeff and I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day.
Really?
No, we just do the whole year-round thing.
See, I can't wait to get a Jeff in my life. You know that? Let's look at him.
I actually made that rule up, though. I need some
you made it?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, well, Tracy, I'm going to get that to you. Yeah, we'll get your hand clapped. Jeff, sorry, you don't count in that area.
So, what can people look forward to coming from you in 2015? Or first of all, what do you see in 2015 that you're going to do differently than you did in 2014?
Well, I have to say this. I have been now, I'm all about getting healthy too. For some people that have been following me, they know that I'm team no burpees. I don't like burpees, but I have to do them. But I've started in May of 2014 and still working on it. So I dropped a total of 53 pounds.
What?
And counting. Yeah. Working. So there is some plays that I want to get out and start doing. I'm going to be auditioning for an upcoming play that's going to be in January the 24th or 25th, actually in Atlanta. Just trying to really get myself, in more of the acting role, I love to act. Comedy is my first passion. That is going to always be my passion. But with comedy, there's so many different avenues that you can reach out with.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to change who I am. I am a clean Christian comedian. I will always be that. So, that's one good thing about me. I'm not changing for that. But we do have some upcoming events that, I'm as the community get involved in. And I'm going to actually get my I'm going to pay for my advertisers because it's going to be in July the 23rd through the 25th. Birmingham, Alabama hosts is what is called a Rhythm Gospel Award, and I have been nominated for Comedian of the Year. And it is going to take the community to vote to actually get recognized, here in the upstate. And so this is really, really huge for me. So I am all excited. Caroline Caldwell, Cheeky Baritone, and Chauncey Betty are with, there's an event that's held here called TEDx. That's April the 9th and 10th. I have been working with them to actually get on that panel. So I am excited to where this has actually brought me. I mean, it's more than just local recognition. It's great to see other states and other areas just like, hey, this lady's pretty funny.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And speaking of that, will you do you foresee a lot of travel?
Oh yeah, I traveled so much even in 2014. I'm ready for 2015.
I saw you, man. You was doing it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
We get to go to New York this year. We're going to New Orleans this year. So my team is really just pulling some things together, and I am excited.
Oh, and I noticed that you had lost weight. I was going to mention it. So how hard was that, or how easy was it?
Oh no, it's hard. It's hard because it's nothing like cheesecake that call your name in the midnight hour, and I only stay 2.2 seconds away from the hot and now sign that gets me in trouble every 10th hour of the hour.
Crazy.
So it's nothing. It's not easy. I'm not gonna backslide and say that it is.
But you still can have it. You can. It's just a portion.
Right. It is portion control. But when you pull up to the hot and ready sign, there's a thing that's called a dozen that will get you unrighteous in the middle of the night.
Crazy.
So I would be ready. I go up to it and I say I need 13 glazed donuts, not 12. 13 because I got to eat one while I'm driving. Y'all know we do that because it slides down your esophagus and then lands in your stomach. You don't chew that. So that's the only thing about it. That's the only thing.
Krispy Kreme donuts are the devil.
Krispy Kreme is the devil and cheesecake is also his brother. Wow. So, and I'm a fan of both of them, so I'm trying to live my life according to everything that's pure and holy and healthy, but I'm not doing too well with that burpee because, I'm trying to exercise, and that's the thing that I just don't like. The eating part is not as bad, but the exercise is what.
But, I hated exercising too, but I have gotten myself on a straight cycle that I go twice a week regardless.
Yeah.
And I just get it over with.
Well, and I do too, and I try to go Tuesdays and Wednesdays early in the morning, get it out the way, and I'll be done. And then I try to walk, yes, I want to get up, but I did. I went ahead and did my 30 minutes and just kept it pushing. But yeah, other than that, I've gotten into a routine now that if I don't exercise, I feel some kind of way. And the reason what made me start to want to work out is because I was getting winded when I was doing comedy.
Okay.
Like 15 to 20 minutes, I was about to pass out.
Wow, well, that's good because, and also the older we get,
right,
the more attention we have to pay to our health.
You're right.
I used to be able to eat whatever I wanted to and have to worry, but then I see myself now seeing on 7 sometime. I'm like, wait, they got the chubby side of me today or something, But TV does add,
it
15
does.
to 20 pounds.
It really does.
Because even the host on Scene on 7 with me, she's very small, but if you see her on TV, you be like, man, you can tell it really does add weight to you. So, you always have to try to stay below. And plus, being in the public eye and just all that stuff,
it makes a difference.
It's a gift and a curse.
It really is. It really does.
But, so let me see. We touched on 2014, 2015, the future stuff. Let me see. How can someone get in touch with you if they want to book you?
You can book me. I have a website. It's lovelybigo.com. I'm on Facebook under The Lovely Big O. I'm on Twitter under Lovely Big O. Instagram is Lovely Big O. Everything is Lovely Big O. And you can, I do have my own personal page. If you can't, spell Lovely Big O, which I pray to God that each one teach one, no child left behind is working in the upstate. So lovelybigo.com is my website, and everything is The Lovely Big O. You can find me everywhere.
And do you have like a management team? I see Jamal in here.
Jamal is actually helping with, I do have a production team that does like all my videos. Angela Byers, she does with all my booking.
She's great.
She does wonderful. Pat Johnson does my makeup. I'm teamed up with Threads. They do my hair, Magic Nails, my nails. Reasonable's Boutique does my clothes. It does take a team. I don't get, like you guys have a wonderful team. I love to see y'all come together. And so it does take a team. And so yes, anytime Janae and Erica Johnson, they actually do my marketing as far as like any flyers that you guys see that they put together. They actually put all that information together. And speaking with them this week about 2015 has been phenomenal to know that you have people that believe in you, because you can do this all day long, but if you don't have the backing of the support, it's just no good.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. It's great to have people that believe in you.
Yes.
It's great to have a strong team as well.
Yes.
So on this show, we give shout outs. So go ahead and give me those shout outs.
I'm going to give a shout out to my son, Jacqueline Thomason, because when I came home last night, he had my room decorated with balloons and everything. So just a shout out to my son, to everyone that supports me, down from the management team, marketing, photos, to everybody, and to Upstate, for just backing me, my mom, and just a shout out for Traci for doing this, to let people know that the local artists here are really working towards being bigger and better and being successful. So just shout out to you and your team for having me back on again. I really appreciate it.
All right, I truly appreciate you being back in the studio as well. Look forward to hearing and seeing more coming from you, and look forward to having you come back also within 2015.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on Real Talk with Traci, and that's Real Talk.
Thank you.
So much pain, man. Most things happen for a reason. Many times we don't know what those reasons are, but
once you begin a great movement, there's no telling where it'll end.
It starts today.
We meant to change a nation, and instead, we change the world.
You have to change yourself before you change anything else around you.
Heart in hand, let us stand as one today.
Stand for something.
One people under God.
Yeah.
Determined that our future shall be worthy
Let's
of
get
our
it.
past.
Mommy, hold your head. I can't believe you're in a hospital bed. I know that you're alive, even though I love you to death. A soul survivor, I would give you my last breath. Plus, give you the world if you wouldn't die right yet. Pull through this mess. We know bullets don't digest. A rolling stone, mommy, you tougher than 3 Pyrex. And harder still if killing you was part of the deal. No amount of money's worth it, man, not even a meal. See, you the love of my life, plus the lady of my dreams, keeping me from seeing obscene things. But as a teen, I was mean. Never thought mama could take 14. Ungrateful dude tried to take my queen. This lake ain't clean. When death comes at the blink of an eye, we gotta find a better way to survive. Mommy, he kept you alive. I got a story, promise you won't cry.
All right, the title of that track is Keep Me Alive by Al Harris. And Al Harris is my next guest, and he's a young man who started out life on the rough side of the streets. His testimony includes drug and alcohol abuse, crime, imprisonment, and his mother being shot 14 times. But he shares his testimony in his music, and today he will share with us his plans for a great future. Please welcome Mr. Al Harris and his mom. Hey, welcome to the show, you guys.
Absolutely, man. It's always a blessing to be here.
Oh, it's always a blessing to have you. Al performed that song a few nights ago at a club I was at, and man, every time I hear that song, it's just like, wow. And it was hard for him to perform because he was so emotional.
I got choked up a few times.
Yes.
Yeah. So welcome back. And so, Al, how was 2014 for you?
2014 was it was exciting. It was very exciting. I believe it was just laying groundwork, getting established, just being out there, getting used to, because I haven't been out but 2 years. So basically just getting used to how the world operates, and at the same time trying to stay separate from the world, because you know who I am. Every time I come to the show, I always express my beliefs and basically my lifestyle, my connection with God, my connection with Christ Jesus. And it was a lot of opportunities to be pulled back, into those same atmosphere, those same places, same people, so I believe it was just being established and me being tested many a times, and I'm growing more as a man.
So, and I can imagine how hard that must be. Because I actually had a conversation about you a couple of nights ago with Mr. D at the Empowerment Zone. And I told him, I said, you have to imagine the type of struggle Al must be going through. You know what I'm saying? From everybody knowing his little Al, doing all this and doing all that, to now you become, actually you're a man. You've grown up and grown into Christ, and you're doing a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
And so it's I'm sure that it's tempting.
Yeah.
But congratulations to you for not falling to the streets again.
Thank you.
How does that make you feel? First, introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, I'm Sybil. I'm Al Harris' mother.
How does that make you feel to see your son? I mean, how many children do you have?
I have 7. I had 9 in all.
Okay, he's the oldest.
Yes, he's the oldest.
So your oldest baby, he got out of prison, he's doing the right thing now. How does that make you feel as a mother? Because I know from my side, just being a mother and having to fuss at my oldest son earlier today, I couldn't imagine.
Yes, I am very proud. I mean, I'm a very proud mom. I mean, I just pray that Elle will be the example for all my boys and, my daughter, and she'll be an example too. But Elle, yes, I love him so much.
Yeah, his brother, he talked to me a few times and told me how much Al inspires him to be a better person. His brother was going through some things, and he was telling me how afraid he was of some of the things that he was going through. And he was very personal. He got very personal with me because he told me Al told him to call me and talk to me, and we talked for a long time. And he said that he just didn't want to disappoint him. He didn't want to disappoint you. Wow. And so I thought, I was like, wow, that's deep. So Al, like I said, you went through some little life changes in 2014, right?
Yeah, I went through some things in 2014 for real. Just as far as being released from the system, but still being in the system, being on parole, having to report and things like that, and not really being able to have a steady job, thinking about where your income's coming in at, and your financial support and things like that. And me, I'm not the type just to take a handout too quick. You know what I mean? So it's been a strain, sort of, kinda, on that end. But I always just trust God, man. I say, Lord, hey, you brought me out of the situation before many times, so I have to rewind back to the times when you did it before, and I know that you'll do it again, But
and early in 2014, we rode to Greenwood together. So that's a whole hour there and a whole hour back. So we had 2 hours of conversation, and Al was telling me about his job and just some different things, and he wasn't really pleased with his employment and different things like that. But like he said, he had to take what he can get at the time because of the situation. And my goal in 2015 is to help young people like him, get established as paying jobs, because it's unfortunate that the only job you'll be able to get is one that's willing to pay you $8 an hour.
Exactly.
You're raising a family because you got kids and everything. So I mean, that has to be rough.
Oh yeah, absolutely. How are we expected to grow if we don't have the resources? By all means, to take care of our children, to be that respectful husband, to be that respectful father. We expect for our wives and our children to respect us. But when we're put in a point where we can't provide for them, what can we ask for? Can we ask for respect? Can we ask for them to look up to us? When we're not even there, supplying their needs.
Right. So how do you encourage Al, or how do you guys encourage each other? Because you still have bullets in you from when you were shot.
Yes, I still have 3 bullets in me, and I stay in pain every day. But no painful it may be, I still keep a smile on my face because I know who I worship. God has been good and brought me through it all. But by me and Al, we basically been through the same thing. He is like my backbone. He's like a piece of my rib, because I can call him if I'm going through anything. I can call Al, and he will give me encouragement to keep me going. I put God is first most of all, but I do call Al because by him doing what he doing and come out what he come from, I love him with all my heart. Wow. But like I say, I suffer every day with pains in my body.
And can you share with the audience for a minute, like what exactly happened? Like,
yes, back in 2006, like I say, I was on drugs. I was on crack real bad, and do anything to get it. But I didn't do nothing to get shot. I was shot 14 times, left for dead back in Lawrence County. All I was doing was trying to help a drunken man drive his car. And next thing you know, he tied me up and put me in a closet, and he called some woman to beat me. And then they got me out the closet, and they put me in the trunk of a car, and they rolled me around for so many times, and then they shot me. They shot me 14 times and just left me for dead. I ain't do nothing for this to happen. But you know what? I'm not going to say I'm glad this happened, but I can tell you if it would have happened, I'd still be out there on crack cocaine somewhere. Wow. But by the grace of God, I tell you, that was the last day I put crack in my body. 7/27/06. Wow. And I thank God today.
Hell, you still get emotional. like I said, he was performing that song the other night, and he seemed like he already had something on him. He already had some things on his mind. And, I told Al, of course he can talk to me about anything, but I could tell even in the middle of his performance, he was just like, when he was singing about you, he just broke down.
Yes.
And it was rough for me to see him go through that. But I know that in order for him to grow into the man and the artist and just everything that he's doing, sometimes you have to go through those times when it gets so hard. You feel like, man, I'm out here all by myself, because I go through that a lot myself.
Yes.
Doing what I do, isolation a lot of times, different things like that. You get kind of confused as to whose side you want to be on, or where is God leading me? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's my whole issue. I'm trying to make sure I focus everything on God and what He's leading me to do.
Yes.
It's not about Traci. And so I could tell that when Al was performing, it wasn't about Al. So Al,
Yeah, and then it's amazing because the day after that, my cousin, she hit me up and she been like, I really respect and I love what you're doing, and she asked me about my daughter, you know what I mean, and I kind of shared with her some things about my daughter. It's kind of crazy right now without me being able to see her mom being satisfied with what I'm giving her or whatnot, whether it's financial or whatnot. It's like she don't want to work with me. And then my cousin said, well, have you thought about talking to Traci about it? And just that night before, man, you had asked me, is there anything, and
I could tell, man, it was so heavy on him.
It was wild.
It was like a weight on his shoulders, for real. And even after he performed and he hugged me, he was just like, and I told him it's going to be okay. Whatever it was, I knew he wasn't talking about him, but I'm always here for you.
Yeah,
absolutely. Since day one.
Since day one. Like I said before at the club, Kareem, when I was performing, you put me on the platform. I always knew that there was a place for me. I always knew that I had a voice. I had a voice that people needed to hear. You know what I mean? I had a testimony that people needed to grow from, learn from, and you gave me that opportunity. You were the first one who gave me that opportunity, and then you've been there and you're still here, and I'm always going to respect and love you for that, you know what I mean?
Your mom over there crying?
As a matter of fact,
it's one of them shows we cry on too, because Julia cried too. She probably cried. Julia crying too.
My mom get like that, especially when when we think about the past and what God has brought us from. I tell you the truth, we were at church, man. She had a coat off and things like that, and I was looking at her. Something just said look over, and I glanced over and I looked at her arm, and I seen all the areas, all the bullet wounds, all the holes where she was shot. And it's amazing how God will always leave evidence of what has happened, and what He's brought you from, just for you to go back and be like, okay, God, you're the same God yesterday, today, and forevermore. You said that you would do it and you did it. And I'm not going to doubt you now. You know what I mean? And when I saw that, all I could see is a miracle of God right there. A purpose, a reason for living. You know what I mean? He didn't save you for nothing. There's a reason for it. There's a reason behind it.
And right now, you're also given the opportunity to extend your ministry to the youth, right?
Absolutely. We just left DJJ in Union County. We just left DJJ was 37 inmates saved and 2 officers saved also. I'm involved with a group called GTD, God's True Disciples, originated by Youth Pastor Brian Ellis from Redemption. It's 5 of us right now. We go any and everywhere and minister the word of God to the youth. It's more than just a rap group. We do more than just music. We also minister. So that's a blessing right there. And coming up January 16th at Empowerment Zone, we're going to be doing a live television broadcast. Showed over 27 million homes. Comcast, Dish Network, they're putting it together. But we're going to be performing and giving our testimonies also there. And of course, I'm going to have my mom there with me.
And then also you're a youth ministers.
Absolutely. I'm a youth pastor at Nickeltown Missionary Baptist Church. Yeah.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
That's a bigger deal. That's a bigger deal than the other 2 things you just announced to me, because you're constantly being able to pour into these young people.
Yeah, all the time, and I never knew that so many little people could be so clingy to you. You know what I mean? I mean, all of it, it's like unison. Like, you know what I mean? They draw to you. Right. It's wild, but it's a good feeling, because when I used to be out there promoting death, promoting violence, promoting discord, promoting confusion. Now I'm speaking life to them. I'm letting them know their full potential, how to understand their potential, and not only that, but operate in it. And they come to me and they look at me and they say, Al, Brother Al, Pastor Al, hey, where you been? Or hey, can I go to the studio with you? Can I go to your next event next time with you? Or, hey, what happened? What happened? What Jesus do on the water this time? That, they come to me very interested in the word of God.
Exactly. And that's because they know where you come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can feel you. And that's the one thing about it. When you're working with young people, young adults or children, when you share your testimony and show them that you've been where they are, you know what I'm saying? Or you've been where they could be going, they respect that a lot more than somebody standing over them with a suit or whatever saying, talking down on, pull up your pants, do this, do this, do this. Because eventually, like I tell people all the time, you don't really have to preach to them about pulling their pants up. Eventually, they're going to pull them up out of the respect they have for you.
That's right.
Then again, how do you know the pants are sagging because they want to sag? What if they just don't have a belt? So it's different things we can offer young people. And the honesty and integrity and your testimony is basically the things that I think that when you share that with the world and when you share that with people respect that realness.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
But check this out. We're getting ready to close in a few minutes. So before we close out, you had something else happen to you in your life in 2014. Let me see. So you became a youth minister. Let me see. What else? You're a good dad, of course. Got back in touch with your kids and everything.
Yeah.
Hopefully your old baby mama will straighten that stuff out or whatever. But then also, something happened. I was invited to. That I missed.
Absolutely. October 18th was my wedding ceremony.
All right.
I actually got married April 5th, but October 18th was the ceremony. I got married to Collier Harris now. She's Harris. She was Collier Searles, but shout out to her, my wife, my queen. Not only that, but now she's pregnant with my baby girl, and my baby girl will be here early June, maybe late May of this year, right here, and I'm excited, man. We got things and buying clothes and everything. I'm with her every step of the way to the clinic, doctor's appointments, and everything. I've never been so excited, man, to be a father because my daughter. I was incarcerated. I got locked up while she was in the womb. And when I got out, she was 5 years old, walking, talking, looking at me like, So I missed 5 whole years of my daughter's life. But now I have an opportunity to start over, man, start fresh. And that's the thing about God, man. He puts you, he say, hey, I want you to do it again. I want you to do it. I'm not going to pick nobody else. I want you to do it. I want you to do it again. I'm not going to take it out of you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to equip you with what it takes to do it. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what he did in this year. Well, this past year, 2014. It's been a blessing.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. And on this show, we give shout-outs. So go ahead and give me some shout-outs. Al, you first and your mom.
Okay, well, first, I want to give a shout-out to you, Traci Fant, all time, always, Miss Julia Pitts, everybody that's in here right now. I want to give a shout-out to GTD, my brothers, my fam, man. I want to give a shout-out to my wife, my lovely wife, my queen, Collier Harris, my mother, my backbone, my strength, my angel, Sybil Teasley. I want to give a Sybil Smith. My mother just got married, too, as a matter of fact. Right. Yeah, but I want to give a shout out to her and just my family, man. Nickeltown Missionary Baptist Church. Of course, I want to shout them out. And just everybody that I'm assigned to or associated with, All
right. Thank you, Al.
Yes, I just want to give a shout out to. Basically, I give a shout out to you for being here and for doing what you're doing. And I like to thank God for my lovely husband out there that's sitting out there. Yeah, we just got married December the 10th. And,
congrats.
And that was a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
But I like to give a shout out to my family, my children, and my mother, and my sisters and my brothers.
All right, shout out to you both, and thank you so much for being on Real Talk with Traci Fant. And before I sign off, I just got this email from Greg Jacoy, my homeboy Greg. He's always keeping me informed and always sharing my info as well. There's going to be a march against discrimination and police brutality. It's actually going to be a die-in and visual Friday, January 9th at 5:30 at the State House in Columbia, South Carolina. So if you're in the Columbia area, if you want to go down and help them in this march against discrimination and police brutality, be there Friday, January 9th, 5:30 at the South Carolina State House, Columbia, South Carolina.
The Source 105.7 FM, 910 AM is WOLI AM.